way of introduction, Fort Wayne native most of my adult life, married, 3 grown children, 2 of which are in Colorado, 5 grandchildren. Wife and I are both very active, both in our church and other volunteer activities, and so we're busy. But I still wanted to do something part-time, and I really wasn't sure what that was. And I'm active, and so and I have a neighbor that's now in his 80s that used to drive for CTN, and he told me about it, and I really never paid a lot of attention to it, frankly, before then. But I investigated, and I thought, man, this is a fit for me. So 2.5 years later, here I am. But the day-to-day activities and what the customers see and hear are the drivers and the schedulers. Let me share just one customer's family experience. My own father has had Alzheimer's throughout his 80s, and when he got into his upper 80s, he needed to go to a nursing home. And obviously my mother wanted to visit him as often as possible. In fact, we needed to try to curtail that if we could. But providing that transportation, my mom drives maybe this much, but going to visit and bringing her back home on a regular basis was difficult for our family, or maybe any family, to do. So we worked out a little schedule with the family and CTN. When my father passed away, one of the things early on, I said to my mom, I said, don't worry about CTN. I called them and had them cancel your schedule. And she said, oh, thanks. And then she looked at me and she paused a second and she said, you tell all the employees at CTN, especially the drivers, how much I appreciated them and what they did for me. And I did that. But yeah, that's my family experience, but I don't think it's too far off of any of our customers' family experiences. Really, I don't. For myself, and I think likely most all of the drivers, it's not really about the job, but it's the personal fulfillment of providing transportation and help and assistance to others that have those transportation needs. Truly, transportation is a very large need for the elderly and disabled in our community. Not only does CTN and its drivers provide that transportation, but over a period of time, it's my belief they've become connected with the customer in much deeper ways. I see that all the time.
Wasn't for CTN Monday through Friday, basically we wouldn't have a ride. And they really do a lot. They really have, CTN has people with disabilities at the first on their heart. They really care for people with disabilities, and it's just simple. We don't have too many companies, that care. And that makes the difference because they care about what they're doing. They're not just a transportation company, but they're a company that care, and they have people with disabilities first and foremost. The drivers, they go above and beyond. If you need assistance, they help you. They're willing to help. It doesn't matter what it is. They're willing to help you carry or something, or get on, and once you get on, they take time and strap you down. It's positive conversation. It's always positive conversation. And once you get strapped on, they take time. They go the best route to where it is you're going. They take the route, and they're very courteous. When they're driving, if they're driving through construction or whatever, they apologize about the time or whatever. And the environment is very pleasant, when you have a driver that is very kind and polite to you, And once you get to your destination, they help you off the bus, and they take time. If you need their help or assistance opening the door or whatever, they're there. They're already there before you even ask them. And some things you don't even have to ask them; they do it, and they're willing to do it. If I didn't have CTN really to help, I probably wouldn't go to Turnstone, or if I did go to Turnstone, the experience would be different because they're very dependable. Matter of fact, they call you and see if you're going before, and like I said, they're kind of part of the Turnstone experience. CTN is a positive resource or source that you can call, because when you are a person with a disability, they're somebody you can put in your arsenal, and you can basically arm yourself with the services that they have to offer. You can depend on them. I've used a lot of companies in the city since I've been disabled. I've been disabled for about maybe 10 years or more. And I've used a lot of transportation companies, and none of them are like CTN. So, I would recommend a person, anybody with a disability, to first try CTN. That's my first choice, is that they try CTN.